Okay, with that, Senator Blackburn.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Chair Khan, let me come to you. The Law and Economy Project. You spoke to them, the Law and Political Economy Project, and so my colleagues know this is an organization that has questioned capitalism and called for a revival of Marxist approaches to law and politics. And when you spoke at this event, you apparently said that government should play a larger role in, and I'm quoting you, shaping markets and economic outcomes, end quote. And you called the free market, and again I quote you, the product of metaphysical forces, end quote. So, do you think the FTC and you as chair should be shaping markets and economic outcomes? And what does that mean to you? And do you share the anti-capitalist views of the Law and Political Economy Project?
Thanks for the question, Senator. At the FTC, we're really committed to enforcing the antitrust laws and the laws prohibiting unfair methods of competition, in as much as the antitrust laws shape competition.
So you see that as a way to shape competition and to shape the economy in your perceived image by using antitrust laws?
We enforce the antitrust laws to promote competition.
Okay, do you agree with their Marxist approach to the economy?
I'm not familiar with the specific
So you went to
approach you're
speak to
mentioning.
them, but you didn't know what they were about. Let me move on and talk about mergers and acquisitions with you, because we've talked a good bit about this, and I've heard from some of the FTC's minority commissioners that they have said your actions are really harming small and mid-sized businesses. These have a chilling effect. And what they're referencing there is your push to go back and review a merger 10 years after that merger has taken place. So basically, if I'm a small company, what you're saying, if you want to merge, then you're giving me the ability, the FTC, am going to take the opportunity to come back and review your business for a period of 10 years. Is that an accurate assessment?
I would disagree with that assessment.
You would?
The FTC's monopolization lawsuit against Facebook did go after acquisitions that were made many, many years ago. That was noted, filed under my predecessor, but we're proud to be continuing it.
So you don't think small and mid-sized businesses, if they're looking to merge, then you're not saying, what you're saying is you want to come back and look at them for the next 10 years and judge them, assess them, have a review of them. Is that accurate?
So under the antitrust laws, we are permitted to review prior transactions. As a general matter, I'm committed to really focusing where we see the biggest harm, which oftentimes comes from the biggest companies. So we really focus our attention on the biggest mergers and where we see the most market power.
All right. You and I've had several conversations about privacy and the need for federal privacy legislation. Chairman Klobuchar and I have both been on this. And last month, the FTC initiated a rulemaking proceeding on commercial surveillance and data security. And the FTC is seeking comment on any number of issues, including algorithmic bias and discrimination, dark patterns, harms to kids, retaliation. That's a few of the things on your list. And this seems like a really broad inquiry that you are making without any really clear limits. So why are you doing this rulemaking now rather than waiting to see what legislation Congress might be able to pass and move forward? And how do you define commercial surveillance and mass surveillance, which are terms that you have used?
So I couldn't agree more that the best outcome here is for Congress to pass strong federal privacy law, and I firmly and fully hope that we'll see that happen. Candidly, given our jurisdiction, the types of privacy breaches, the types of security breaches that we see day to day compel us to think that we have a strong mandate to use all of our tools urgently in as much as rulemaking and creating market-wide rules is a tool that Congress has given us, we at this moment are asking a set of questions to inform whether to continue with this. Of course, if at any point during this process, Congress in fact passes a strong federal privacy law, we'll of course reassess. We don't have the resources to just be able to afford doing these types of proceedings if they're not a value add, so we take that very seriously.
Okay, I appreciate that. I've got one other question on gig economy. I'm going to submit that to you for an answer. Thank you, Madam Chairman.
Thank you very much, Senator Blackburn. Next.